Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Frostpunk episode 4 for our series here. We're starting to finally balance things out a little bit. We do have 10 sick people and 10 people getting healed, but that was originally a much higher number, so we're starting to finally run it down. We also got housing up for everybody, so that homeless number's gone, and discontent's pretty low, but and hope's pretty high, so we're doing all right. The biggest thing right now is food rations. That's kind of what's freaking me out. If we don't collect enough food tonight, I don't know if we're going to have enough to feed everybody tomorrow. Switching to soup, I think, is going to help that, but I don't know. We'll see. We may have a lot of people starving for the time being, because there it goes. There goes all our food rations. Everybody coming in and eating. The hunters did leave. I just saw them. Having a bunch of those hunters on in being sick was not helping, but a lot of them have been healed up, so only 3 of them are still in treatment. Alright, so scouts have reached the site. Search might provide wood and raw food. That's where our expedition was split up when our vehicle crashed during a snowstorm. Some of our precious supplies should be there. Explore. Fate of the Forgotten. There is plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if these people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died. We could do nothing for them, not even bury them. Sites discovered, observatory. Take resources, so, oh my god, wow, that's a lot actually. Awesome, so we're going to send them off to the Lost Expedition. But that's great. Actually, do they have to bring that stuff back? They do. Nope, come back home, then you can go out. Does us no good. We need that raw food still. We could definitely use that wood, and then there's no point in trying to pick up more people to bring back here. If we don't even have the food to support them. I'm hoping the hunters will come back. With a good decent amount of food. That's not a decent amount of food. Well, 16's alright. Especially if every 2 is 5, because I'm doing soup. And that number's slowly dwindling. I do want to do the people from our convoy as well, though. And then once, like I said, once I get those extra people, another hunter's hut is definitely what's next for me, because I won't even be able to support those extra people without the ability to get the hunter's hut.
Move. Time to get to work.
So what am I going to spend my wood on next, though? After the sawmill, I'd like to get this so I can go for the bunkhouse, because if new people are coming, I need to be able to house them. We need 50 wood for that, which we should have. I'm fairly confident we'll have it. Alright. And yeah, 38 rations. That's all I've got. Not good. Not good at all. These guys will be back, though, with all of that raw food, and they will be back before the workday's up, so it's going to get processed. And it's a lot of raw food. Double rations for kids. In the wake of recent child workers' accident, the parents argue that we could give working children double rations to make them stronger and help prevent injuries. Working children eat double rations, hope will rise. No, we can't afford it. Okay. Fine, I'll give him something. I'll give him something. That gives me some hope. Food is killing us, but we've only got 5 children working here. The children I put here to collect this extra wood, though, we're taking them all off. So, because those extra 5 children would cost me a lot of extra rations. Alright, but there we go. At least we've got those extra 45 rations. Now we're going to immediately... Let's see, observatory. Building must be the Arctic Observatory. The Royal Society built to investigate the eternal winter. There's smoke over it. Oh. So let's go for these expedition people. We can... then we can build our... And we could actually probably have it up ahead of time, but we'll build our next hunter's hut. Especially because we definitely have the wood now to do it. And I'm sure that I can get, obviously I can research better ways to get, see, food, health, and shelter. So I actually ended up getting the hunter's gear. Getting the drawing boards isn't going to get me anything else here, except for maybe the medical post upgrade will be useful. But then we got flying hunters, hunting tactics, which will be useful. I need this efficiency to go up. Which means I need... I need these people to get better. We're almost there. We've almost healed everybody. 131 rations. That's a lot better. And getting this up should fix our ration problem once we get more people on it. I'll need more tents, though. What I'll do is I'll end up ripping down one of these medical posts to either put a tent up, or the research for the bunkhouse will fix that issue. We'll find out. Obviously, I'm going to need to get the sawmill, coal thumper, and such here. It's just a matter of where to get them. If I want to have like a particular spot that's mainly industry or what, I'm probably going to have to work on getting the steam hub and then putting stuff around that. Consumes 3 coal per hour. I'll have to think it over. I can build roads out, it looks like. So I could have like an industry area somewhere off to the side. What is that? Coal pile depleted. See, we're going to start running out of resources here. How does this work? Iron ore deposit. Steelworks nearby. Another coal deposit. Sawmill. Where does this got to be built? Okay, it's actually got to be built by these trees, it looks like. Not for that, though. I don't know how this works. If I'm reading it correctly, I can build anywhere. Turns frozen trees into usable material. Produce up to 80 wood per standard workday. Only has a base heating level of 1, which I think is why it's got to be put in an area. See, I don't know if it burns up these or what. But we can get ready to build a road out there and find out. These guys are 7 hours, 28 minutes away from completing that. which is a good long while. Oop. Make sure the game is running. So they should construct my road or something. I don't know how that works. Alright, I guess we can sign this.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
I don't want to research that Steam hub soon then.
Time to rest, folks. Work's out for today.
Oh, this is drawing boards actually does all of these, so I can go through and get all of these next drawing board upgrades. More scouts, generator power upgrade. Oh, that actually though. Let's see, yeah. And I want the Steam hub for sure. And we've got the rations. Hunter's heading out. 93% efficiency. We're getting there. Alright. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Sites discovered, gloomy cave, sturdy shelter. Or escort the survivors to the city. Send the survivors to the city. Survivors will set out towards our city and bring the survivors quickly and safely with them. Survivors will set out towards our city on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. Nah. Just bring them back. I don't want to need to afford losing any of them. Although I'm hoping that we can, I'm hoping that this isn't a mistake. And we're gonna man this with a bunch of them once they get here. I know that. I may even take the children off of working or something just to not do the extra rations thing. I only got the children working to make up the difference. And the fact that we were just lacking the hands to do everything. But once I've got the extra adults, it's not as big of a deal. Scouts have returned safely to the city. For 22 workers, 9 engineers, and 4 children. Okay. People from our convoy, reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships, but shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expeditions left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. Alright. I was hoping they'd give us some hope, but believe it or not, it didn't. Okay, so we'll have to find other people. There we go. Find another settlement. Well, I've got 35 homeless people, so I'm a little more concerned about that right now. I was hoping I'd have the bunkhouses by now. I probably should have waited till I got them. But at least we can go ahead and put 15 more people on hunting, which is going to make a big difference. And what else do I need more of? It wouldn't hurt to get... make sure I've got more coal coming in, so put the other 7 on coal. I've got engineers, so I put 3 of them on that for now. Take the children off and put 5 engineers on. I know they're better than just cooking, but at least then the children won't be eating double rations. I gotta somehow figure out how I'm gonna make this work. I'm definitely not going to go look for any more people right now. That might have even been a mistake to do that. There's a dark cave entrance visible on the hillside. We think we saw a faint wisp of smoke coming from it, but it's gone now. We could head to the observatory. A bulky cylindrical construction stands on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. Only because it's the only one that doesn't indicate that there's life. So maybe we'll get supplies. But our hunters are back. We'll have just enough rations to make it through this day. And then I'm hoping that both of these bringing in what I'm hoping will be 40 rations will be enough to launch us forward. Yeah, we're going for the bunkhouse as soon as we're done, and then we can focus on the other stuff. But the bunkhouse is going to be really important. We've got a temperature drop coming up very shortly. Luckily, the stress level of the generator is nice and low. And actually all the way bottomed out, so we're going to be able to make that work for us. It almost makes me want to get another hunter's hut just to see if I can... I almost feel like I should get one more hunter's hut. Like, food is clearly the issue right now for me. If I manage to get 40 raw food, that's not enough rations. It just isn't. Wood crates depleted, but we got to deal with the fact that we're really hurting for resources. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. So I'm thinking, yeah, definitely the bunkhouse. A dwelling for 10 people that is adequately protected from the weather. Oh, so is it actually now? It doesn't hold more people. So I'll have to build more. A few hardy crops can be grown here, supplying up to 30 raw food per day. Yeah. That's a no-brainer. So, I've got to figure out where I'm going to get more tents. I would have to get rid of these. Building installation, heat zone, the weather, very low risk, they're livable. Boy. That's, the cookhouse isn't even well insulated. Ooh, be a good idea to get. Yeah, I should not have picked up those extra people. They're gonna get sick. People are hungry for some reason. The only thing I could do is take down a medical outpost and move it to the outside of this circle, but that still only gets me boy, this is tough. After the hothouse, we are gonna go for the bunk. Because then we can at least put the bunkhouse on the outside part of the circle. Right? I think that's how I'm looking at it anyway. Oh, we could use the body parts of our deceased to save lives and accelerate healing. This way, the dead can continue contributing to the survival of our city. Yeah.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
That's pretty useful. We're treating the dead just like another resource. I'm not letting anybody cut me up into parts. Shut up, Andrew. You always have something to complain about. Always. I've never seen you say a good thing about anything. Or snow pit. A pit dug in the snow where corpses can be dumped must be placed outside of any heat zone so bodies don't rot. So we gotta find a spot that's not near resources. So probably over, actually right over here would be perfect. So we don't have anybody dying yet, but once they do, we'll put it over here. It's gonna be a perfect spot. So once we got this, we'll get rid of this steel, and we're getting rid of the rest of this wood, and then we'll focus on that, which I'm gonna run out of wood here shortly if I don't get the sawmill up soon. Alright, rations gonna be cutting it close. No roof over our heads. I'll provide some shelter. 2 days to provide shelter for 15 people. 2 days to provide shelter for 30. 15 people. Can I do 15 people? Yeah, 2 days. I can do that. I can make that work. I think I can make that work. This is a tough, man, this is a tough game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This game's tough as hell. Could build another workshop. Just for faster researching. Oh, I could put it right here where this is. Trying to be functional with this. I better not dismantle that. I'm just burning resources, right? 15 wood. What's it take to build it? 20. Yeah, I better not. To get the workers, I'll have to take 5 people off of something. I need everybody hunting right now. I could take... Well, no, I need engineers actually, so... I got engineers doing something somewhere they shouldn't be. Where was it? Cooking. Well, I don't need that many people cooking realistically. I just don't. I really only need like 2 people cooking, because we never even bring home enough raw food that they cook it all anyways. And I could put 1 engineer, so that's 3 people. So that's gonna be fine. Oh, what the hell? That's fine. Take 4 people off and put them on this. And then once we gather up the last of the wooden crates there, we'll put everybody on that. So we're finally getting wood set up, which is important because that's the one thing we don't have extra of. We still got some coal, but we didn't have any wood nearby. And we're going to max out that for engineers, so that's going to give us a research bonus, I believe. It says only at 100% though. Oh, research rate 130%. Good, so it is going to go a little bit quicker. People getting sick because they're still homeless, we're going to address that. But at least we're able to get them right into the medical place. Ooh, scouts have reached the sturdy shelter. So the shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. There's wood. There could be steam cores, food rations. Explore. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in 2 directions. London, 1934 miles. Home, 27 miles. Site discovered, steel bridge. And we're going to take the resources. Nice. Bring those resources back. A lot of wood, a steam core, and a ton of food rations. Raw food actually would have been better, but I'll take the food rations at least.
Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Ooh. Oh boy, that means I'm going to have to deal with the housing situation faster rather than slower. Oh boy. So that's a little bit of an issue. We'll have to deal with that, but we'll deal with it in the next episode. We're researching a lot quicker, so we're going to go right for the bunkhouse as soon as we're done. Hopefully it won't be too late by then. But yeah, we got to get these people in homes now. I don't think that the bunkhouse is going to necessarily allow me to upgrade these and have them hold more people, but what the bunkhouse will allow me to do is it's a little bit warmer, so I could probably build it outside of the circle and it will not get as cold is what I'm imagining. And we'll put the bunkhouses behind these houses here is what I'd like to do. So we'll just plan on building road like that there. But alright, so with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.